Welcome to this analysis on Ethereum. What is Ethereum planning for 2021? I am Machiavelli Trader. Welcome to this episode of Altcoin Daily. And today we are going to be breaking down Ethereum plan and let's move from this point. If you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe to this channel so that you wouldn't miss any of our update or any analysis or any recommendation on what altcoin to buy or what altcoin is about to explode. We make videos like this all the time. If you are also ready to learn, you will get educational videos. So make sure you subscribe. And if you find this particular video very helpful, please do not pass it by. Try to like this video while watching or after watching. Show us some love so that it will encourage us to make more video. With that being said, let's dive right into this. So if you look at this chart, it is crystal clear that Ethereum is on the up side, right? We see that Ethereum is experiencing a big bull run, right? Since the accumulation that we experienced throughout 2018, from October 2018, the downtrend stopped going down and gave us a double top, right? So you see we have this double bottom, the famous W bottom, pattern, right? This W bottom is always acting in the form of moving in a way the target always get to the top of the ETH, right? The same thing played out in Bitcoin, right? The double bottom led to Bitcoin forming an all-time ETH, all-time high. This is exactly what we're going to be seeing in 2021 in Ethereum. So in 2021, Ethereum is likely going to surprise 1,500 run. Yes, I said it. In 2021, Ethereum is likely going to suppress 1,500 run. But before that run, begin, there is a lot of things that it's going to be an easy one. Because why? There's a lot of challenge ahead of Ethereum. There's a lot of resistance. Like you can see this resistance, right? It's not a smooth run, right? You see this step by step downward market structure during the downtrend, and you see this each high, lower high is a resistance point, and Ethereum has to battle this lower high resistance points, right? So we're having another resistance point just right around 820 to 850 zone to 900 zone. So Ethereum is likely going to react to that resistance, right? But before it reacts to that resistance, currently Ethereum has been respecting a trend line, a bullish trend line, and a pattern called the bullish wedge, right? So you see this wedge, you can see that price, the channel, this is a bull channel, right? The channel has been expanding as price goes up. When it goes up, it comes back to retest the lower part of the trend line, right? So since we have these several touches on this trend line, we haven't had a touch on the upside, right? So it is still likely going to make a move to the high side to touch around 700 to 750 zone before pulling back, right? But from this point, it starts experiencing more resistance, right? So this wedge, the top of this wedge could be a resistance, but it could not stop it. It could still break the wedge and head to the upper resistance around 320 to 350 zone, right? So Ethereum is going to hit this resistance, and this likely is going to either react to this one or this one. So like you see our option A, we say this is likely our option A that is going to play out, right? So this means this is likely going to play out. But again, there's something that I said something here. I said option A trend line support is likely to break easily on countless hits, right? Why is it going to break easily? So if we look closely, we're going to see that we have a trend line, right? That price has been respecting from this point. We see that price price has been respecting this trend line, and as well as price has been respecting the 20 exponential moving average, right? When price is respecting the 20 exponential moving average, and the 20 exponential moving average is leading the price away from the 55 exponential moving average, it means that the market is on the buy pressure side. But the buy pressure side does not mean that there won't be pullback, right? Just like what was happening here. You see that market was still leading, the 20 exponential moving average was still leading price away from the 55 exponential moving average, but something was changing in the market structure. Instead of making higher lows, clear higher lows like it was making here, and clear higher highs like it was making here, it got here, and the higher highs is no longer far away from the highs. The highs start getting closer to each others, right? Meaning, just like here, you see the bottoms are higher bottoms, but the bottoms are close to each other, but they are still making higher bottoms, which means that price was about to reverse. The change in market structure change here when it starts making higher low, higher tops, right? Higher highs. The same thing here. When market change structure, it made higher lows, but it is still a sideways movement that is still respecting the trend line, and that is why this low here, this one here, is still higher than this one here. So even if we're going to have a pullback, it is still going to remain a higher lows on the daily chart. Because why? If this is our last low, the level of our last low, so the next pullback is likely going to stop at this particular point around the 450 to 500 zone. So we are going to likely have between the 550 to 450 zone, and this $100 zone price is likely going to style and make some sideways movement for a while before it gathers some accumulation that is going to use to break this resistance and wedge here in order for it to make further move above to the side of the 1,500, but it is not going to likely be a clear run. Because why? When it gets here, it's going to likely break out and still have a pullback, right? A pullback to test the breakout point here before we have the breakout continues, right? So we're going to likely have something looking like this. We have something like this. Price never moves in a straight line, right? It moves in a step manner, right? Price moves in a stepwise manner. So that's what we're going to likely express. So like I said option B. This is our option B. This is our option A. This is our option B. Our option B has chances of giving us over 85% in profit, while our option A has chances of giving us about 55% in profit. So you see that being patient to buy the pullback is likely going to give you more profit. So even if you're buying here probably scalping, right? You're scalping the market. But if you're really waiting for a good entry, then waiting to buy this trend line. But this wait is not going to be long, because we're likely going to be seeing either this price does not make it up now. Look, there are chances that price might not make it above, right? Price could break down directly, could just break this support without making any new high. Because if it makes a new high, those who are shorting, it will be a stop loss halt to clear all those stop loss that are in this zone, right? So it will come to touch this wedge and pull back by clearing all the stop loss, those who have been shorting the market here. Or price could likely break down if it doesn't find enough buyers here, right? The principle of supply and demand says that the point where price finds more volume is where it goes to, right? So if there are more supplies, you're going to see price going down. If there are more demand, you're going to see price going up. And right now, as you can see, price is in a sideways movement. Even though price is moving up, it is still in a sideways movement. And I know that sideways movement always reach to a retest of the beginning of the sideways movement. And this is the beginning of the sideways movement, right? So a retest of the bottom of the beginning of that sideways movement is likely around the 480 to 500 zone. That is where the retest is going to happen. So if you look at it, you see the potentiality of altcoin in Ethereum is high. 1,500 target in 2021. That is above 1,000% rise from where it is. That is doubling your money and making good profit on Ethereum. If you find this video helpful, like I said, kindly support us by giving us your likes and subscribe so that you wouldn't miss any of our educational videos. This is a video broadcast on our daily altcoin analysis and recommendation. Thank you for watching. I am Machiavelli Trader. Happy Christmas, and make sure you buy some Ethereum on the pullback. This is a bullish pullback. So buy every pullback. Buy every pullback on this pullback. Don't miss the opportunity on Ethereum. We are seeing major altcoins are accumulating for a good move to the upside, and Ethereum will not be left behind. Thank you. Happy